Hi, morning everybody. This is Kel once again. Today is the 23rd of December, Thursday. Alright, today I have something on, so I cannot come on live. I'll do a pre-recording right now. Tesla rebounded. It's time to add. Right, people have been asking me, is it a good time to add more Tesla? As of this morning itself, I say no, this is not a good time to add. In fact itself, right, it's time to take some profit. Okay, so you can see from my background today, we have quite a bit of Omicron's news. We have the Pfizer pills ready for the market. And of course, options have been coming a new fab in the market. I'll talk more in short while. Disclaimer apply as usual. Thank you very much. Now, Elon Musk says that he has sold enough stocks and slammed California for the overtaxation. Now, we saw that Elon Musk have been basically selling stocks to cover his taxes. And of course, the question mark is that now, is it a good time for us to buy into Tesla? So look at the stock right now for Tesla. Show you now live on, yeah. Okay, Tesla. You can see that, right? Recently, we've been calling you guys to buy Tesla at about below $1,000, in fact, 900 plus to 800 plus series. And of course, you can see that right now, Tesla has bottomed up. And of course, you look at the BNB, it was at 941 area, and the target was 987. And of course, the market very nicely have triggered the 987 mark. Of course, based on the color change now, Tesla has to do a CCRY now. For it could go higher to 1067 area, but my personal view is this just take a profit, because you can see that both my KRW and my KSI both are calling for sell still. So which means that this counter itself, right, could be a dead cat rebound. So traders, be careful on this, okay? Now with that itself, right, the joke of the day is that now with the market rebounding before the Christmas, people are saying that, okay, the bears are back on the wall, and the wall is on Wall Street wall, apparently. So now the thing is this, do you think that the bear market is over? Or, the bears are over, short selling is over, or you think that this is just the beginning? Alright, leave a comment in the comment box later when you watch this video. Now, a quick one to recap what happened yesterday market. You can take a look right yesterday. I did call that Nasdaq could be going higher to 16095, but I did say that I don't think so it's going there. But of course, by chart wise, it will go there. So I was wrong. In fact, I was wrong. I didn't expect the Nasdaq to hit 16095 because I thought that the environment is not suitable for it. But nonetheless, itself, right, because the chart calls for it, we have to follow the chart and of course look at the market. Wow, look at it. Look at the Nasdaq propelling all the way to 16200 series. Okay, so that was what actually happened, and of course that shows that once again, as long as you follow your charts, you should be good. Now, of course, my better bet was on gold. I said that gold could be going higher. I said that gold, if as long as it firms around 1789, that was the MLP and the MA30. I said that this gold could be going back to 1806, and of course, gold was hovering the whole day, trading below 1790. Then suddenly it found strength because the dollar actually depreciated, and that was where the gold went all the way up the south to about hitting near the 1805. So for traders, please take note of the market. 1806 will be a good level to take some profit. Yeah. So for those who have made money from gold, congratulations. Now for today, like I say, we need to do the initial jobless claim against the data competition, but because I'm not around, right, don't worry. So once you watch this video, you can put your numbers, okay? All numbers will be accepted before today, 2 p.m. Okay, by 2 p.m. Singapore time, you have to finish your numbers and put it into the comment box so that I can take a I can take a note of that. If you do it after 2 p.m., that's not counted already. Yeah. Okay, for yesterday, the GDP number came out about the same number, but slightly better than expected, so that's why the market went up. But the one that was caught my surprise was the consumer confidence that came out 115.8, which is higher than what I suspected. So I was wrong, but that's interesting. But nonetheless, it's all right. The market did show that because of the good data, the stock market went up. So that's why you can see that, well, we can have more upside for the Christmas rally if possible. So remember to guess your data. Right, the initial jobless claim, do put it there itself, okay? Right, the figure itself for my personal take is about 210. Let's see whether I'm right or will you be correct, okay? Guess the figure and win 16.88 ADA coin. Now the Dow Jones basically opened and starts to climb all the way until the closing. It's a very strong rally. So that shows that the market is full of buyers at the moment now, and in anticipation of a Christmas rally, or what are they trying to do now is the one. So the Dow Jones is up by 260 points, rising for the second day as investors look past the Omicron threat. So it was like, when the market was down for nearly 1,000 points, the market was saying that, okay, Omicron. But now when it rallied, they say that, okay, it's Omicron, but it's not important anymore. And of course, Tesla share, as I showed you earlier, went up by 7.4% because Elon Musk has said that he has sold all his shares. So that's why it's good. The biggest barrier is over. Now, the more important thing is that Pfizer COVID pills is ready and is ready for emergency use, all right? So now the thing is this, for the first time since Thanksgiving, market finally is coming down and trading activity subsides ahead of the Christmas holiday, but more people are getting in the market. And of course, the fear indicator, it has from 35 dropped down back to 20. So it seems that everybody is very positive for the coming Christmas period. Now the Dow Jones itself, you can see that very clearly the market opens right above the MLP. So when it crossed and when it came down purposely to hit the MA30, which is 35470, it stopped there, rebounded, and went up. And of course, once again, as you know, once the market is above OP and above pivot 1, no matter how you tell me, it's always a buy. So you can see the market ding dong the entire day, but you look closely, so there is a bomb at the bottom that shows you the BNB, RL, and SL. And if you draw two lines across it, right, you actually see the support coming in around here. Now, sorry that I cannot draw because I have the limitation when I do recording in this way. I can do annotation, so there's a problem here. But you can take a look, that's why. And of course, when you see that there's a lot of green dots around the area, that means that the market is about to go to big movement soon. Now, it could be up, it could be down, but at least you know big movements coming in. And of course, when you see the KSI turning green, I think that this more or less gives you the answer. Now for gold itself, we can see that it was a doji day, so it's a doji directional day, and as long as market stays above OP, it is a buy. And of course, if it breaks the pivot 1, it's 1793, it will be a classic trade to buy. I think Susan mentioned this several times, and I said that the first target will be 1796 because of the MA200, and once it crosses there, the next target is 1806, and that is a KCB level. That's pretty strong resistance because it resisted the market twice. And of course, this 1808.8, this BNB 1x1 is no longer available to use because it's been triggered 3 days ago. So of course, gold have been also sideways for the longest of time for the entire night, from morning till afternoon to near evening. It was only at this point, so the market purposely came down. You can see that the price came down, but what you saw, the market triggered the MAs, KSI stays green, and of course, voila. Once the market crossed the pivot 1, and you notice that this is the only color change on the pivot, alright, the only color change on pivot, which I said many times before. If there's a color change on pivot, you have to watch it, and of course, the gold price shoot up all the way. Congratulations to those who have made money in the market, yeah? Alright, now for local and global news right now, FDA authorized Pfizer COVID treatment pill, okay? So this pill itself is meant for oral taking, and obviously it's alright. They're pretty happy with this, and they reiterate that it's ready for delivery in US instead. So this is how the pill looks like. Pretty cool, right? Alright, so in terms of this itself, right? Some people say that do they want this pill, and of course, really, there's a lot of people who basically doesn't want to, take jabs, right? So now this pill will probably help them a lot, okay? And the thing is this, of course, that will definitely help the stock price of Pfizer to trade higher. Oops. No, sorry for that. Basically, it's alright. USA is heading to the second Christmas and New Year with COVID-19 cases on the rise, but this time around they're all armed with the vaccination, the booster shots. So in short itself, right, this time around the Americans are much more prepared than last time. So that's the reason why the market finds that it's comforting and they want it to continue buying in the market. Now the thing is, very interestingly, is WHO. They say that the vaccine booster is not going to really help. It's going to prolong the entire pandemic, which is very interesting because we thought that with that would help, right? So apparently they feel that, right, it's because of the vaccine equality, and that is going to prolong, and this may cause more mutation. And of course, Israel now has already offered their 4th dose of COVID-19 vaccine to people older than 60-year-old. So it's like very interesting though. This is from the World Organization, and yet they say that it's something about the booster shot. So there'll be a question mark in this particular article. Alright, so important market news for references. Let's take a look. Right, option trading has hit record high for retail investors, but most are playing the losing game. So in short itself, they're just buying the out of the money calls, and of course they try to make more money from that. But usually with our money, it's very difficult to make back the money, and that's the reason why it's always very easy to see people doing this. They are penny wise but pound foolish. So this is the way that you can consider to work it with doing a sell call and a buy call at the same time. So like that itself, right, actually you actually have a chance of winning, because like that, because you are basically having two sides of the position, then definitely this call spread itself will be better. You can take a look. Although those options, you should know this is actually a better bet, yeah? And of course, now the retail options trading activity has hit 1 million trades per day. Now, this is a very big jump from the past, because more and more players are getting the hang of it, more people coming into the market, and that's why we see the opportunity here itself. And as long as you probably have the TWB system, you will know what to do for yourself. Yeah, this is something very, very important. And of course, apologize for the PowerPoint. I think there was some error there as well. But in short, what you're seeing that now the market is getting ready for the seasonal Christmas period rally, and of course now with the sold out condition 2 days ago, players are coming back in and they feel that this is a good time to buy. And of course now the main resistance is the 4700 level, which has been a stronger resistance for quite a while. So the market is looking at this very clearly. If the market actually break the 4700 resistance level, this could bring the S&P much higher to 4750 level. Yeah, so traders, you need to watch. And of course, the thing is that how washout is the broad market of the small stock and the big growth. You can see that this Vanguard is a very powerful, consistent ETF, and they've been doing very well the last 10 years. But recently, so we can see that the Vanguard share ETF is actually still down, right? It's still 10% from its peak compared to S&P 500. It's only mere like 2% away. So that is my concern for a lot of counters, and obviously this is one of the better ones, in fact. Now Tesla obviously spurts back on this ground because they have sold finished, but there's I told you this technical point at about 900 series. It really goes there, stop there, and rebound. But again, my point is this: that I don't think the recent selling is just because of Elon Musk selling his stocks. I kind of believe that there should be more profit taking coming in. Probably will be a good time to buy it below 900. Yeah. So of course, some analysts say that, right, before we can trust the stock market rally, let's look at the market closely first, because there's no guarantee that the stock market Santa Claus rally will come in. Now, usually the Santa Claus rally will come from next Monday and it run under the following Tuesday. That means that all the way for the entire post-Christmas till New Year, first 2 days. Yeah. So of course, this is based on the stock trader alumni, and this has been there for like 78% for the last 50 over years. But the question is this now: the poster boy like ARK Innovation is still selling in the high growth market. Look at it. This is really not a very good sign. And of course, the question mark is, if let's say the market is to pull back significantly, what will happen to ARK Innovation? And that is the question here. And of course, ARK now is really in a bear territory. A bear territory is when you take the highest point and you multiply by 0.8%. So once you get there itself, right, anything below than that, that means that the market is actually doing a bear market right now, 20% off the high. Now, last but not least, itself, right, look at the Fear and Greed Index. Now we are back to 38. We were down to 22 at 26 at one stage, right? Then I said that it's time to buy. And now the last 2 days, the market up at 800 points. That's why that brought the index higher to 38. And you can see that the number of people now putting their put options is getting lower, and that's another sign that why at the peak itself, right, it's time to look into buy position. Because when everybody's doing a put, that's usually the point that you should consider to take some profit. But at the same time, that not very comforting is this one here. Look at it. The new net 52 weeks high and low on the NYSE is still at the very rock bottom. This is really pretty scary. So the more the market recover, but yet generally stocks are moving forward, recovering at the same way, this is very scary. And this really remind me of what happened in 1987, whereby the stock market just caved in and just sold down. Of course, I don't think that it will happen again, but I still kind of have this very nagging feeling that we may see a 5 to 10% pullback in the market. Let's see that. I hope that I'm wrong. So let's study the charts right now. The bull goes moo, the bear goes grrr, and the lemming is different this time. Yeah, let's take a look at the charts right now. Okay, now because not the time now, the time is about where we are, a few more minutes away from the Hong Kong China market open, so I just wait for a while first. Alright, the Hong Kong is not going to open soon, so I'm going to skip that. So I'm going to do the US market first, the Dow Jones, alright? Now the Dow Jones, as you can see on your screen right now, the Dow Jones is CCRY. And from the stop loss to where we are, it's more than 1,000 points. So it's more than I can afford to trade in the market, because it will need $1,000+ just to put in this trade for 0.01. So to me, the risk reward ratio is not really worth it, so I'm going to give it a miss. But if for traders, today's a CCRY, so as long as the Dow Jones stays above OP, it could be a buy. And the KSI is green in color, it's uptick. Now yesterday someone did mention that my Nasdaq KSI was wrong, and I checked my programmer. Indeed, there's a little because I didn't refresh it, so I'm going to refresh it just to double confirm to make sure that my KSI is actually reading it correctly. Alright, so if the Dow Jones stays up, it will be going towards the 35,961 level. That's the first level it should go, because that is the KCB, which happened to be in line with the pivot 1. But of course, if the market pulls back, then the MLP at 35,643 will be the first level to watch out for. Yeah, so watch out for this. There could be some profit taking if you ask me. Now, how about Nasdaq? Let's take a look at Nasdaq right now. I'm going to refresh the screen every time. Now the Nasdaq, I can see that it bottomed out at the BNB -1 times 1 beautifully, and the KSI jump came in one day before the market bottomed out. So all this tells me that the Nasdaq will recover, and indeed it happened. But for today itself, right, I kind of believe that the overall trend on Nasdaq is still kind of down in my opinion. And if you look at it in this way, you can see that pretty clearly. All right, let's make the thing white color. Can see, right? So kind of tells me that the market may have some form of profit taking in the near term. So I would rather that wait for a while. Below OP, I won't do anything. If it goes below OP, I feel like shorting it, then you can aim at 16,090 for profit taking. Okay, take some profit over there. All right. S&P 500. S&P 500 now, you can see that it has already went up and hit the BNB 1 times 1 beautifully, and now it's trying to stay up. Now for S&P 500, same thing, the KSI is green, so all is good. But if there's going to be any profit taking, I suspect that the downside is 46.77, which I think that there's a good level for us to do some buying over there. So yeah, some buying will be good at 46.77. Alright, now the US market has been done. Let's look at Nikkei. Nikkei has been sideways, but today's a doji directional day, so the Nikkei could go into a big movement. So the upside itself could be as high as 28,796. You can see there's a lot of congestion area here between all the MAs and MLP. So if the Nikkei chooses to go down instead, 28,577 will be the level to watch out for. I think that will be a good level to buy back. Also, the KSI is green and KSI is uptick. Yep. Okay. Now for DAX, I already told you it will go higher and meet all the MA30 and MA200. All is done. Beautiful. Congratulations to those who follow through. Yeah. Okay, so this one at the moment now, as long as it stays above the MA200, there's no way we can have any pullback. But of course, if just say US market do some pullback, we should see it coming down and get supported about 15,562 range, right? Now, crude oil is moving higher. Definitely, crude oil is trying to pump up higher, and I believe that once crude oil breaks $73 today, it should be able to go to $74. Now, yesterday, the crude oil inventories was negative, and that propelled the crude oil price to go higher, in my opinion. And if the KSI is green, so that should bring the crude oil high to $74.74, okay? But again, the thing is this, usually when the crude oil price goes up, usually equity market goes up. Now, what is going to be scary is that a good price goes up and equity market come down. Now, if that really happened, that means that the inflation story is still kicking in, yeah? Okay, China market has just opened, as you can see right now. Okay, just double confirm is it moving? Because it seems not at the moment. Yeah, I don't think so. This is not the data. This is like yesterday's data. It's not updating yet as of now. Wait for a while then. Okay, then we can look at the gold market today. And you can see for gold, it's still waiting to break the 1806 technical point. Yesterday high was 1804.99, so missed by about $1. So I still think that gold should be able to touch base 1806, and even it may go to pivot 1809. But once you hit 1809, if you couldn't stay above it, then there could be some profit taking coming back itself. Yeah, so 1809.55, the pivot 1, watch out for it, okay? Now for silver, silver is moving up nicely, and my target is still the same, $23.39 for the BNB target. Yeah, Now, pivot 1 is 22.87. So once it breaks this level, it should be able to go up to 23.11. But the ultimate target is still $23.39. Okay, so traders, watch out for this figure. This should be the figure that we are watching out for. Okay, last two itself is Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, for Ethereum, it's coming off today. It's doji directional day, but interestingly, this morning once it opened, it began to sell off and it came down to the KCB of 3912 triggered already. So any lower, so it should bring it back down to 37.76 level, because 37.46 is the MA200. Now with the KSI green and no blue bars, it's quite interesting to see the selling in the market. But again, like I said, anything can happen in the world, so probably we need to watch out for this. Yeah. And last one is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also down. It was at 49,000, and again it's a doji directional day. And same thing again, it is actually look poised to go higher, but we can see there's some resistance at 49,000 with the MA30 and MLP resisting it. This could actually bring some pressure back down to this point here. But with the KSI green and almost no blue bars, I believe that the support should come at about 46,398 level. So for traders, watch out for this for support. Yeah. Alright, let me have to do a double check and final check on China A50. Seems like the data is still not out yet. We'll inform the technical side and get back to you all later, okay? Alright guys, thank you so much for today. I am so sorry that I need to rush on to something else, and I hope that you guys will put your initial jobless claim data into the comment box, and remember by 2 p.m. that will be the close-off period, okay? Alright guys, thank you very much for today. I really appreciate that. Okay, this is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.